into bets on a budget. I mentioned during a couple of those, like, hey, the line is more noteworthy than the game itself. So that's where we talk about lines here in bets on a budget. We will guess 5 spreads, and I guess, educated guess, give you and confidently stand by 5 bets for Week 12. Here we go.
Of course, presented by SOBET. You can't forget that.
Oh, yes. Go ahead.
Presented by SOBET. Go check it out. The SOBET app, use code THEISSUE when you sign up. Get all the information that you need for betting. It's a great platform over there. A lot of educated experts that are giving a lot of really good picks. I always see it. Even if you follow on my Instagram, it's SOBET_app. If you go check that out, they post a ton of hits, and there's a lot of money to be made over there. So go sign up.
Kind of blank. There's a guy who does player props for the NFL. I'll tell you what, he's hitting it like a 75% rate. So even if you don't like our bets, dude, I'll tell you what, that guy is insane. I forget his name. I'll have to find it and shout him out on the next episode. But anyway, here, bets on a budget. Let's go with bet number 1 here. Dallas -11 versus Washington. Dallas as a home favorite. I said it before. I'll say it again. They are fantastic. Dak has almost 130 passer rating as a home favorite, and Washington gives up more sacks than anybody. Micah Parsons is going to eat. Sam Howell, under pressure against the blitz, has more interceptions than anybody, probably because he faces more pressure than anybody, so I guess it makes sense. So to me, Dallas is the side here at -11. I will take them to win 31-17.
100%. They have been coming in clutch for us when we pick them for a big game like this and to win by a bunch. Haven't disappointed yet. I don't see them disappointing this week. I think Washington is a fine team. But I think when you have the high-flying power that you do with Dallas, it's just going to get out of hand quick, and it's going to get ugly.
They steamroll bad teams. That's what they do. Same thing here with Miami. Miami -10 versus the Jets. Now, we did take we took the Raiders as a big dog against Miami last week, but let's be real here. The Jets are anemic. They are so bad on offense. Out of their last 41 offensive possessions, they have scored 1 touchdown. That was the touchdown drive where they needed a fake punt and another 4th down conversion. They needed 2 4th down conversions just to get down there to give themselves a chance to score. It's not sustainable. Miami is a much better team. I will take Miami to win 35-6.
35-6? You're giving them 2 field goals?
I can give them 2 field goals.
Or that touchdown and a missed extra point.
No. That's going to be 2 field goals. I think they can get 2 field goals. I think that's realistic.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about Tim Boyle starting though.
I don't even think they're going to be able to complete a pass. This Jets offense is so bad.
It's bad.
I think people forget how slow and lackluster it can be. Just watch the game on Friday. It's going to be horrible.
Look at the speed of Miami and then look at the Jets and think who is better prepared to win in 2023 NFL football.
Miami, by a landslide.
Bet number 3 here, Indianapolis -2.5 versus Tampa Bay. I know you took Tampa, but from a pure value standpoint, you're getting a team off a bye. You're getting a more clever offensive coach.
And against Baker.
I don't know about a better quarterback, but you're getting a more consistent quarterback. Mm-hmm. You're at home, and you're getting the hook on your side. So from a betting standpoint, from a value standpoint, everything's pointed to Indianapolis, which honestly gives me a little bit of pause because I feel like when it's too obvious, that's when I get burned. So maybe that's why you're going Tampa. But I'm going to go ahead and ride with Indianapolis -2.5. I think they win by 4. I'll go 21-17 Indy.
I respect it, man. It's one of the better lines of the week. I was in between who I picked for that game. I just didn't like either side, but I think the bye does have a big factor.
It definitely matters, and they were over in what was that? Germany or France or something playing Belichick and them. Then they come back. They had the bye. So anyway, the Las Vegas Raiders +9 versus Kansas City. Kansas City has not scored in the second half in 3 weeks. They are averaging under 6 points in the second half in games this season. That's less than a touchdown.
Shout out MVS.
Most games, they don't even score a touchdown in the second half. Let that sink in.
Which is that.
It's not a good team. And so what that means, right? Are they going to beat the Raiders? Probably. But are they going to put them away? No, because they don't have the ability to in the second half. For whatever reason, whether it's adjustments, whether they're not adjusting well enough, or whether they're showing too much and allowing teams to adjust better, I don't know what it is, but I think the Raiders keep it close. I'll take Kansas City to win by 4. I'll go 28-24 Kansas City.
There's just no weapons in Kansas City. I said it to you after that game on Monday when Marquez Valdez-Scantling had that horrendous drop.
That one hurt. That one hurt big time.
Look, there's just it doesn't matter who you have at quarterback. I don't care if you have Patrick Mahomes. You can't be throwing to lawn furniture, and that's what they have at receivers when you look at the Kansas City Chiefs. It's just bad.
I would agree. It is absolute deck chairs. Okay, last one here. The Los Angeles Chargers +4 versus Baltimore. I know you like Baltimore, but from a value standpoint, you're obviously getting the hook on your side because it is above the 3. So I'll take the Chargers. I think they win outright, but even if you think Baltimore wins, I do think it's going to be a close game because all Chargers games are close. Here's what's going to happen. Worst case scenario for me as a money line better for the Chargers. Worst case scenario, the Chargers jump out to a lead, blow it in classic Chargers form, but it stays close towards the end because they built such a lead that Baltimore's not going to come back and blow them out. Yeah. So it's going to stay close. I'll take the Chargers to win outright 28-27, but I do think even if Baltimore does win, it stays close.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's our bets. Let's run back through them. Dallas -11 versus Washington. Miami -10 versus the Jets. Indianapolis -2.5 versus Tampa Bay. Those are the 3 favorites we're taking. Then we'll take 2 dogs to finish it out. The Raiders +9.5 versus Kansas City, and the Chargers +4 versus Baltimore.
Should be a good week. We need a 4-1 week. We need a 5-0 week. Something of the sorts. We've had too many 3-2s in a row. We're at 55% right now.
Yeah.
So hoping to climb over that sharp line this week. Guys, that's all we have for this segment.